Well, hello everyone. This is Lynette with Grammy Crochet. Um, Today is it's Good Friday. It is Friday, April 2nd. I did not come out on April Fools. I'm not doing Veda video every day in April because two reasons now. One, I didn't do a video yesterday, so that kind of stopped everything. And two, I just found out that YouTube, the way I used to do my videos right to YouTube, they don't let you do that anymore now. And so now you have to upload through another way. And that editing that I just learned how to do, you have to go through that way. And um, that's neither here nor there as far as your yarn concerns go, but that's going to make it more difficult for me. So we're definitely not doing a video every day. And this was, oh, my pen is leaking. Oh no. um, don't put it on my crochet calendar. Uh, so, that being said, this was going to be two videos, one to come up today and one to come up tomorrow. Not anymore. That's okay. So I'd like to welcome you into the yarn room today. I'd like to thank all of my subscribers. Anybody that's new, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Come back again. We'd love to have you. So let's just jump right into it. Thursday was Nan's Next Knots, Luck of the Draw 3, week 7. And I have to tell you, I love the color that I have for week 7. If you're not familiar, let's jump back a step or two. If you're not familiar with Nan's Next Knots, Luck of the Draw, this is Luck of the Draw the third time. This is the only first time I've done it, but it's the third time that she's doing it. We're creating a blanket or whatever you want to make. The idea is a blanket, I guess. And you have a base color, and then you have 8 colors. And every week she picks one of those 8 color numbers. You number each of your colors, so the colors are completely your choice. And she picks a number, and each week that's the next color you use in your blanket. So you do 3 rows of base color, 3 rows of this week's color every week. So it works up really quick. So it's a fun thing, and it's a week. It'll be 20 weeks long. And my base color is gray. It is, see how I even wrote it on there just in case I forget. When you look at my blanket, you'll know it's the base color because it's the only one that repeats every other 3 stitches or 3 rows. But this is Oxford Gray from Lion Brand Pound of Love. And I really like the yarn. I like the color. This week's number 8 color, no, lied. The color was number 7, the color number. So my number, oops, I lied again. The color she picked, the number was number 6. And my number 6 is Creamsicle, also Pound of Love. That's number 6, no cheating done there. Isn't it a pretty peachy color? I totally love the pastel peach. So now, coincidentally, this is week number 7, and she has gone no repeat of numbers so far. But the one number that she has not picked is number 4. My number 4 is, let me dig it out of the bag here. This is my number 4 yarn. This is Red Heart Bunches of Hugs. And this color is called Princess. Do you see the princess colors are pink, corals, like a shrimp, light pink, dark pink, white. So when you see my blanket, you'll see that all of those colors are in my blanket except the one that pulls them all together. I have all the colors in there, but no princess. So it's the only variegated. When I picked my colors, I went, I love this. I want this to be like the theme of the color selection. So all my 8 colors match that variegated skein of yarn. And now you'll see the blanket. No variegated skein in there. I think it still looks good. I think the colors look nice together. I'm real happy with it. Even if she never picks number 4 in the 20 weeks, I will do a border in number 4. So I thought thought for sure this week she has to pick number 4. I mean, the odds are that eventually she's going to pick number 4 and it'll pull my blanket together. Still no number 4. And so I had a little chat with her about how to pick number 4. You know, if you only put number 4 in the hat, you can have 15 sheets of paper in there that all say number 4, Nan, and nobody will know. And then I can get my color that I need to go in the blanket. And she said, now if she picks number 4 next week, people will think it's rigged. So now she can't pick number 4. I'm like, well, I don't think that's very fair. So this is what I'm doing with this. You know, I'm into the Ruanas, and so here is the pocket. The hole for the pocket is right here. And I'm not sure what color I'm going to make the pocket. Maybe I won't even make a pocket. Maybe it will just be a slit for a pocket, but I'll probably make a pocket because this does have the holes so you can see through. Whereas on the one I made my husband, you really can't see through too much. So his pocket doesn't stick out, but I'm thinking that on this one, the pocket might show because it's more holy than the one I made my husband. Because it's like every other row is a window row, whereas on my husband's it wasn't like that. But anyway, I just did this many rows in. We're week number 7, so I did all the rows up until week number 7, and started week number 7 with the way that we're doing the stitch pattern. And you can do whatever stitches you want, but this was her suggested stitch pattern, and so this is what I did: is half double crochet row of your base color. And then the window row, then another half double crochet. Then you start your regular color or your, you know, weekly draw color, a row of half double crochet, same pattern. So I wanted, I don't know, I thought this was a good spot. This was the half double crochet row against a half double crochet row. And what I really wanted to do was, when I was thinking about it, was if I put it so that the half double crochet rows are together like this, then I could do the foundation chain half double crochet here instead of just chaining for the hole in the pocket. But honestly, by the time I started doing this last night, I worked yesterday. I get up at 2 a.m. So by the time I started doing this, I had already done the birthstone one. It was late in the evening, and I didn't have the brain power to figure out how to do the half double crochet foundation chain. Because normally you start that with like a chain 2, and then you go back. And I didn't have the brain power to figure it out. I'm sure that if I was not up for 20 hours by then already, I could have figured it out. Or called a friend. I could have done a phone a friend thing or something to do it, but I just didn't, and I just did the chain, and it'll work out fine. Because when I put the pocket in, what I'll do is the pocket will just be half double crochets because I want it to be more solid. So it'll firm it up and it'll be fine then. So it's fine even without doing a foundation half double crochet there and having that edge as a half double crochet row, which was my original thought. So it was all of that to get to. I wanted it to be half double crochet all the way around the pocket, but it will be when I put the pocket in. So there's that, and that's fine. And if it never ends up with the variegated on it, I will it'll be fine. And maybe I'll just do a border in the half double crochet around because this is already bordered on the original starting side. But at least it looks, no, it's just a half double crochet row. Or do we do, oh, it's the foundation half double crochet, and then we did a double crochet, and then the foundation half double crochet. And then we just went into window rows. So there is a row originally of, so maybe I'll just do like the border of the variegated all around. Or just around the bottom and the inside edge. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I won't use it at all if it doesn't come in there. Doesn't matter. It's my choice. I get to do what I want to do. It's my blanket. Or my Ruana. So, that's the first one. And I totally am having a great time with this. We are at week number 7. There are 20 weeks. If you wanted to jump in, I will have a link to week number 7 or one of the weeks, maybe the original week, um, in the description box below. I always do that. Uh, so, what was I going to say? It'll be in there. If you want to join in, it's a quick make. I mean, I made that and I made this next thing I'm going to show you all pretty much yesterday after work. I didn't do much of it. I was tired. So sitting on the couch and crocheting was the best thing for me. And that's what I did. So I made, I joined Judy at Which Piece Craft. Do you see this? I know, I'm off on a tangent. Judy at Which Piece Craft has the birthstone Cal AU. I'll have it right. It'll be a hashtag thing. It'll be in the description. You'll see it. And so if you do this, then we're on, it's a monthly crochet along, and you commit to doing 4 rows. You can do whatever you want, but you can, and then at the end she's going to have a prize drawing. And every month she picks colors of the birthstones for that month. And so birthstones, it's a stone, it's a gemstone. It has colors. There could, and facets to the stones. So she picks colors of the facets or the stones or whatever color she wants out of that. And that's where you get what color you're going to make this month. I did not want to do just a blanket back and forth kind of crochet. I love doing granny squares. I don't like just the granny stitch granny squares, but I really do enjoy doing squares because I feel like it's kind of a little instant gratification. You get it done, you make the square, you have it done. Yay! And I feel like I've accomplished something every time I make a square, even if it's just the square. It doesn't make anything else. Hey, look, I finished that. So yeah, I finished something. It's a part of the bigger blanket. But this week I picked the pastel pink because April is diamond, and the facets of diamonds can be many colors. Diamonds come in many colors, not just clear. I have personally, there was a time in our lives when my husband, and he still does, loves buying me jewelry. And I used to wear jewelry all the time. A lot of diamonds. I love diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and I do love them. And I do have many. Well, not many, but I have several. That was my husband's go-to gift. You could go to the jewelry store. They even wrap it. So yay. You can make payments if you wanted to or needed to. So the first time I wanted diamonds for Christmas, I wanted diamond stud earrings. I didn't want anything big, but diamond studs, they're classic. They go with everything. I had a second set of holes put in my ears so I could put a fancy one and my stud, a dangle or whatever, and the stud, and I wore earrings every single day. My studs never came out. I wanted just a little tiny stud. He bought a big one. The salesman really kind of saw my husband coming, I guess. I don't know. He's all excited to buy me diamonds because I've never really asked for anything like that for myself. I'm usually not that way. So he was real excited to buy me diamonds. And when we got married with the wedding set that was my mother's when her and my father married. He died when I was 10, and my mother gave me her rings for Rory and I to marry with. So he's never bought me diamonds. So he was excited to get me diamonds, and I just wanted these little studs. And the guy sees him and says, because they put a wish list in at the jewelry store. So on the wish list, I put these little like 1/8 or 1/4 carat diamonds, and they were inexpensive. Like we had kids. We didn't have a lot of money to be spending on jewelry like that, So long story short, my husband's excited to go in there and buy these, and he gets to pick off the list. How wonderful. It's so easy for him. No decisions to be made. He loves shopping like that. So, I mean, who doesn't? Give me a list. Let me just check off the things, right? So anyway, he goes to the jewelry store, and the salesman, not who was not our normal salesman. We did end up with a normal saleswoman, but this was a different guy. And anyway, he said, wasn't even the guy I talked to. So he says, "Oh, she put these, but she really wanted these," and he bought me 1 carat diamond stud earrings, and I was flabbergasted. And I'm like, "Oh my god, that is not the diamond I picked out. I would never pick out a diamond like that for myself. I this little tiny, and I got this really huge. Love them. Never took them off, and they had a screw back so that you can't lose it so easy. And I wore those every single day, probably 12 years. Never took them out. Unless I was moving them to a different hole. Because I never wanted to take them out, so that's why I had a second hole put in. Um, and then I could wear 2 different earrings. So then it became the thing. He would always go and buy me sale, always on a good sale, and never anything that expensive ever again. I'm like, don't ever, ever, ever do that again. I love them. Don't get me wrong. I love them. And I never did take them out until one day I woke up and it was gone. One of the earrings was gone. And that was the second diamond of good diamonds that he bought me that I lost. I had wanted a big set of, not real big, I don't have much neck, so, but I wanted diamond hoops, and he bought me beautiful diamond hoops. They were not, they were just little teeny tiny diamonds on them, but it glittered a whole lot. They could have been cubic zirconias. I wouldn't have cared. And the clasp on them was terrible. They were relatively heavy. They had a big, silver setting, white gold, and it had a little bit of a weight to it. And I lost one of those earrings, and I was devastated. And then like 3 months later, I lost one of my studs, and I checked those every single, like all the time. I'm always, yep, they're still there. And I'm retightening. How I ever lost one of those earrings, I have no idea. I quit wearing, other than my engagement ring, my wedding set. And this is a sapphire, not a star sapphire, but it's a sapphire with cubic zirconia, little tinies on the sides. That is my mother's birthstone. That's the only jewelry I wear now on a regular basis. If I'm going to get dressed up and go somewhere, and my philosophy was always, diamonds aren't meant to be set in a drawer or a jewelry box. They're beautiful and you should wear them, and you should. But I was so heartbroken and so devastated that I lost that really, expensive and beautiful. They were beautiful diamonds, and I didn't have the heart to lose another one. So I don't wear that jewelry much anymore. Then he bought me a gorgeous grandmother's ring. I'll show it to you one day. I love it. And I almost lost that once. I did lose it in the theater. I wore it to go to a theater. This is after I lost the studs, and I'm not wearing my fancy jewelry anymore. And I was in a movie theater, and it fell. We went to go see Stomp. We took Chloe, and it was their idea. It was Chloe's birthday or something. And we went to go see Stomp. Great program. We totally loved the show. And I raised my hand to clap, and the ring fell off, and it went rolling 2 rows down, and it's dark. You can't find it. I was devastated. I mean, that was custom made, We did locate that one, and I guess I just can't trust myself with the good jewelry anymore. So I don't wear it. I own it. I love it. I cherish it. And I have multiple colors of diamonds. I have black. I have, they call chocolate, which is just a name for brown. Topaz, or not topaz, but a cognac color, I guess, champagne color diamond. They call Levin nicknamed it, or Leo or something nicknamed it chocolate diamonds. So I have some chocolate diamonds. I have some black diamonds. I have blue diamonds and white diamonds. And then I never did get pink diamonds, but pink are the I guess they're the most expensive, the most sought after color of diamond. I do not have pink diamonds. But I love the pink. And so I did this in, I did my, I think these are called Kaleidoscope Squares. They're by Bag O' Day. So I did my birthstone diamond cal in pink this month. And aquamarine was last month. And February had your choice of, I don't know what the yellow color in the stone was called, but yellow or lavender or purple. So I did both. I think that was supposed to be amethyst, but I'm not sure. And then my birthstone January garnet. So those are the colors of my birthstone cal so far as we go. And this is a Bag O' Day pattern for the Kaleidoscope granny square. I'm not putting them together as I go because there's 12 months and these are big squares. So I'm not quite sure if I'm just going to do 2 squares per month. I was, well, maybe I'll just do 4 squares, then it'll be, because these are like 14 by 14, I think. But then the thing is going to be 12 squares long. That's like an odd rectangular size. So I'll probably have to mix, just like hodgepodge them together. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to end up going together at the end. So, and like February, I liked 2 of the colors. So I did double the squares. That's going to put me now, instead of 24, now I've got 26 squares. This month's color, the champagne chocolate diamond color, she talked about like a cognac brandy color. A champagne, you know, off-white, tan, brown, I don't know. And I looked because I thought I have those color brown stones, so maybe I would make that color, but I don't have a yarn that's that color, not the color she showed. So I didn't, but I'm sure that throughout the rest of the year there's going to be another month that there's more colors I want to do, more than one color of. And the yarn I used for this month is Basics by Premier, and the color, because I don't want to forget to tell you, is called Ballet. And this is what is left of one skein. These skeins are not as big as some of the other skeins of yarn. It's well, it's 359 yards, so I guess it's a good size. So that's what I have left of that one. The only one I don't have a lot left of is the red. This is what's left of my red. And I saw someone put together a blanket out of the medieval squares, which was what I was originally going to do, and I was going to do 4 of them, but they were smaller. And in between the squares, they put them together with white, which is why I've bordered all of mine in white, is because I'm going to join them with white. And I'm using Mainstay. This is just white from, this is Walmart's white. It's soft. I'm liking it so far. I'm having no problems with it. You know, white is white. And I saw someone put them together, and then in the corners, like they had a decent, so it's got the white border, and then you're gonna, you know, join with white. I don't know what stitch I'm gonna use yet, but where they meet, they put a flower over the white, so the border in between is a good size, and then they put a flower, crocheted a flower, and put it in there. And I thought, how cute would that be if I made a couple of flowers of each of the colors that I've used and put them, maybe not, I don't know. So I'm keeping all of my leftover scrap yarn from the squares in my, I'm keeping this in a basket. So far, they're fitting in the basket. Not going to fit much longer. Next month probably will be the last month that I can keep them in my stackable basket. Anyway, I thought at the end maybe I would crochet those flowers and put them in the center, or maybe, I don't think I would have enough yarn left over of the colors to do like one row of border for each color. I don't think I have enough of that. Then that's fine too, because white, I don't care. You can, you know, white's white. White's easy. And that's what I have for you today. So I'm sorry I didn't get to break it up into 2 videos, but this whole now I have to, YouTube has changed things on me, and I don't always handle change well, and I'm not real techie, so I have to figure out how this is all going to work out for me. I'm hearing that all of a sudden uploading as much with their new changes that they've made, uploading your videos is taking a lot longer. So that being said, I didn't want to do 2 videos. I was going to do them separately and then upload them separately, one for today and one for tomorrow. But I want to see how long this is going to take to upload. It's a 25-minute video. My old way, it would upload in less than 25 minutes. I'd be done. This way, another YouTuber has told me it's taken like overnight for her videos to load. So cross your fingers. Hope they're just working out some things and things will get back to more normal. And hopefully that was just a glitch on her system, or and everything will be good. But the last videos that I uploaded took a really long time, and I'm like, I don't understand why. And that was still doing it the old way. It was like, gosh, this is it was like a 10 or 15 minute video, and it took like an hour. And that, because I have a 5G network, usually is lickety split. It only takes a long time like that when I'm at the camper and have to do Wi-Fi, or, just over the data or whatever they call it. So anyway, enough of that. Who cares, right? So thanks for listening to my long gem story and seeing what I've made. I am working now on the crochet calendar. I have started that. If you saw Dina yesterday, she showed you a picture of it. This is what we're making this month. And like Dina, I think this is really cute. And I have made a couple of amigurumis, and I'm halfway done with one of these. I had to go buy some pipe cleaner. These are pipe cleaners. I did not buy black. I bought sparkly silver. I mean sparkly gold, which is probably going to clash with my yellow, but I don't care. I said sparkly. I like it. So I bought those. And the funny thing is, I did buy the loop, the hoopy loop, but like Dina, I don't know that I'm going to make 3 of these and do this. First of all, these are not included in the pattern. The flowers aren't there. Not that I can't use parts of the other things that we've already made and made flowers, because I'm already making flowers. So I guess I could steal some of those flowers that I already made from the other ones to make, because I want to make, they have this on the front and they have it just laid out in a wreath, but I want to buy a foam wreath and make this and just like use pins and stick them, stick the flowers on. And I'm very excited to do that, but I'm finding I'm not able to find the foam wreath so far. I'm in no hurry. It's not like I need it for anything specific. I just like it and I want it. And I want to make it. So I can make flowers. I mean, but what am I going to do with the mobile? I don't really have a baby to send it or make it for. I could hang it up in here. But I think I am only going to, as Gina said, make one, because I do have a really cute idea for it, which I can't tell you because it's going to be a surprise for someone. Someone that might watch my videos, so I'm not telling. It will be a surprise when we all find out. So stay tuned till the end of the month and see if you know what happens. That's all I got. This, instead of 2 15-minute videos, now we got 1 30-minute video. Cross your fingers that it uploads today. And I will see you in the next video. Not quite sure when. Probably maybe Monday. We'll see. Okay. Bye.